there, my little lovelies. So today we are finishing up the Sunhat for the most part. I wasn't able to film yesterday because I had a friend over. But after she left, I kind of redid the Sunhat in a way. Like, I got this twine, and I decided that I was going to use the twine to make the Sunhat instead of using the acrylic yarn, because twine is organic, so the organic fabric should be more breathable than the yarn. And can I just say, I would not recommend crocheting with twine. It is an absolute pain and hassle. Like, it actually kind of hurts your fingers. Like, my fingers are so raw afterwards. Not to mention, it sheds like crazy. Like, I have a cat, but the stuff that comes off the twine, that's more than my cat has probably ever shed in her entire life. And my cat's like 9 years old already. So yeah, I placed some paper over my laptop because I did not want any of those hairs getting in between my keyboards and keys. And I placed some on my lap because I'm wearing black. The rare time I'm wearing a hoodie, because I usually don't wear hoodies, but it was very cold today because it recently rained. And yeah, I didn't want it to get on my hoodie or dress because it's very visible on black. Yeah, I just basically follow the exact same pattern that I used yesterday to make the Sunhat, and I just basically used the exact same pattern to make this portion of it. And yeah, I am just finishing up the hat part. And that is me checking the label, because I swear, I bought the white twine, but it's really an off-white color, which I don't mind. I like it, I really do, but like, I thought that when they said white, it would be actual white. But I suppose this is for the best, because then I don't have to like dye it myself, because I did want an off-white color, not like the pure white that my acrylic yarn was. So yeah, I am just finishing up the hat after I had to remake it. And yeah, I would try it on periodically to make sure that it works fine. I am now taking it apart because I think I made it too big or something. Oh wait, no, I was doing the single crochet, because like after you finish the 20th round, you do like a single crochet thingamabob all around. And initially I did like a single crochet in each stitch, but I realized that made it very roughly, and I was worried that it would make the brim too ruffled like. So I took it apart and I am just trying it out again, because after this part I would be working on the shell stitch. Okay, I still remember the entire afternoon I basically wasted away. See, this is the thing about making patterns. You usually, by the time you realize that the pattern you're using needs to be altered, you're already like halfway through, so like you don't want to like change it, but at the same time you know you have to, otherwise it just won't turn out the way that you want it to. So that's kind of what happened to me as I was working on this, because like I had to like do the shell stitch many times, because like the first time I didn't have enough space, and I didn't want to like add any stitches because I didn't want to learn how to add a stitch for a shell stitch. So I just kind of brute forced my way through it, and I didn't really like how the result turned out, so I just had to redo the entire thing. Like, I think I had to redo it 3 times. Yeah, that is me writing down noting down the pattern, so that way I know what the pattern's like afterwards. Yeah. truth be told, the twine that I used and the yarn that I used, they're actually both very, very similar. So, like, I'm pretty sure if you use the yarn, you can basically use the same pattern-ish, maybe. I forgot to get measurements for the hat. But like, once again, crocheting depends on the person making it, depends on like the tension you use. So yeah, but like the yarn and the twine size, the thickness seem to be similar enough. So maybe that's why I was able to just basically use the exact same pattern and get away with it. Though I will say, yarn has more give, has more stretch to it compared to twine. Twine, it is still pretty stretchy. Maybe it's because yarn just, it kind of fills in the spaces, so it doesn't really look as holy as the twine did. Maybe that's why it's more stretchy compared to the twine, I think. So anyways, I am just looking at a tutorial on how you do a shell stitch, because I do not know how to do a shell stitch. I have never done it before. I should not be attempting it in the round immediately, I think. Anyways, what I note down for the shell stitch originally was it's supposed to be in multiples of 6. You do 1 roll of single crochet as a base, and then you do 3 double crochet in 1 stitch. You skip 2 stitches, and then you do a single crochet. You skip 2 more stitches, and you do 5 double crochets in 1 stitch, and that's supposed to be a shell. And then you do a single crochet, chain 3, 5 double crochet decrease, and then you chain 3, and then you do a single crochet. I'm confused. What did I write down? And then you do a 3 double crochet in 1 stitch, and then a single crochet into the 5 double crochet decrease. You do a shell in the next single crochet space. Anyways, that was not the pattern that I followed. You could ignore everything I just said. I just did like, what I did was just like single crochet, then like skip 2 stitches, and then a 5 double crochet cluster in like the next stitch, and then skip 2 stitches, single crochet, so on and so forth. I did once again use a bobby pin to note down where I started, so I knew when I technically completed a round, though it didn't really matter all that much to me because I didn't really pause. It just went around in a spiral for all of eternity. Well, not all of eternity, I suppose. So yeah. Oh, but before that, the way I did the single crochet base, was hold up, give me a sec. On my notes, it's once again a mess because I was doing this on the spot and I was altering it on the spot. Originally, I had just a single crochet in each stitch, even the chains, because those the chains are counted as stitches, I'm pretty sure. And then you do a 2 single crochet in each stitch, so it's just like an alternating pattern. Wait, no, you do a single crochet in each stitch, even the chains, and then you do 2 single crochet in stitch number 32 and 64. That was what I initially went with. It didn't really give the brim effect that I wanted, so I redid it and I did a single crochet in 3 stitches, even the chains, and then 2 single crochets in the 4th stitch. And then you do 2 extra single crochet in every 14th stitch. And yeah, I just followed that pattern, but it didn't give me as much of a brim as I wanted and what was shown in the photo. So I did it once more, took it all apart. That time was annoying because I already did like a shell stitch all around like 3 times already. Oh well, so anyways, what I did next was I did 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, even the chains, and then I did a single crochet in the next stitch, and I repeated that, and I ended up with 96 chains, which is a very nice number because 96 is a multiple of 6, which is what I noted down that I needed for a shell stitch. And I believe it's also like an even multiple of 6, because that's important when you're working on the round. Otherwise it doesn't really end up as nicely, I think. I don't know, I'm still very new to this shell stitch thing. But yeah, I then just did like a normal shell stitch for round 22 and round 23, but for round 24 I did a shell stitch increase that I made up on the spot. So you know how like a shell stitch, you're supposed to skip 2 stitches after like the double crochet cluster? I only skipped one stitch, so I managed to increase the total stitch count and cluster count that way. I don't know if that is a legitimate way to increase a shell stitch in the round, but that is just what I used and it seemed to work out fine. Though I am now a bit worried that I might have increased it a bit too much. But like, I liked it. It was very even and it turned out pretty nicely actually in the end. And then for round 25, I did not write this down, but I did do a round 25 and I just did a regular shell stitch all around. And it was about then that I started running out of twine, which I feel like I used a decent amount, cause like it only had like I think 150 yards or meters. I can't remember. I'll check later and I'll put it down in the description. But yeah, I'd say using that much twine for just a sun hat is a decent amount, because looking online it seems as though you need much more for a regular hat. But then yeah, that might just be because I used a bigger crochet hook. But yeah, this is me attempting to make the sun hat the first time and me realizing that I wasn't sure if I liked the brim or not. So I decided I was just gonna go for it and I'll see how it turns out. And if I absolutely hate it, I will just remake it. I initially wanted this hat to be ready in like 2 days because I was originally planning on going out with a few friends and I wanted to wear the sun hat with my dress, and I'm going to decorate my basket because they want to go to like this lake river place. And I'm assuming it's gonna be beach-like. If it's not beach-like, oh well. But we realized that it might rain that day, so I think we're gonna move that date back a week or so. But yeah. So I have an extra week to prepare the sun hat and the willow basket. I still have to wash the willow basket tomorrow, but yeah. And I'm thinking of decorating it with like maybe a rose or something, like a crochet rose. Cause like I've been thinking I want like the hat and the basket to match and also match with the dress. Not just with like the pattern and the plaid, but like the dress does have like that tiny cute flower, the rose in the center, so I do want to incorporate that into the other aspects of the outfit. So yeah. My goal tomorrow is to probably wash the willow basket once more to get rid of the last traces of the mold and fungus. See if it is still that brittle or not, and then I will crochet some lace ribbon for the hat and for the bag. You know, now that I think about it, I should buy some twine in bulk online and make like a cute bag with it or something, because like it is a very, oh wait, no, it's not nice at all, but it does have a nice look to it. that I wouldn't mind in like a cute handbag form. Though if I have to work with it for like another 2 days, I might cry. Not just me, my fingers would cry. I would wear gloves. I was considering wearing gloves, but like the thing is, if I wear gloves, then it would get caught on the glove, and I wouldn't be able to like really use it that well or properly. It would like hinder my process. If I had any satin or like silk gloves, I would definitely wear those because I feel like those fabrics are smooth enough that the thread won't be caught up in it. But unfortunately I do not have those gloves. And that is me accidentally almost knocking the camera down. Oops. Cause yeah, whenever I crochet, I like to like pull out a bunch of yarn so I can like work at a portion without worrying about the yarn. Because otherwise it's just like a hassle to always pull it out. And that is me taking this apart because I did not like the way it was looking. So yeah. If you guys are planning on making a sun hat, my recommendation would just be probably don't use acrylics, because apparently acrylic yarn is only supposed to be used for things you won't wear constantly, which is a bit unfortunate because like all of the clothes I made with yarn is made out of acrylic yarn. So yeah, I would recommend using like a cotton yarn, cotton cord, hemp cord or something, not twine. Don't use twine. Twine is a pain and twine is a hassle. Plus it sheds a lot, so whenever you put it on your head and take it off, you have like fuzz and dandruff looking stuff on your head. Doesn't really look that pretty. But like, I will admit it does look very cute. I like the hat, it looks very cute. It does curl up a bit at the edges, but I am hoping that once I get the lace ribbon and I can like ruffle it and attach it to the ends, it will kind of like weigh it down and prevent it from like curling up all the time, because that's what the original reference picture looked like. And yeah, I just really wanted that hat. I should have just bought it, to be honest. I could have saved my hands so much pain. I could have saved myself so much time. But then again, I have too much time right now, and I don't know how to spend it. And no, I don't want to do homework. I don't want to do my chem homework or finish my physics homework. Even though I probably should go finish it. I don't want to learn calculus either. So yeah, I guess you can say me working on this is my excuse to procrastinate. But yeah, the way it turns up a bit reminds me of like, I don't know which era it is, but like 1950s, 70s, one of those eras around that time in the 19-somethings. They had like those hats that kind of curled up at the edges with like those cute little flowers. I could make something like that, but those are like more autumn hats. My mom did suggest that I should make like a winter hat. And yeah, that is just me restarting the project casually. Nothing unexpected when you're trying to make a pattern. I was so close to being done. I could have finished this afternoon before lunch, but then I just had to restart it. I don't regret it though. I don't regret it. I regret it a little bit because I feel like I increased too much for the shell portion, but like other than that, I really do like it. I really do adore it. And I realized that was where the bobby pin was the entire time. Because like I had this bobby pin on the hat, but then I lost it somewhere, but then it was inside the hat. Why was it inside the hat? How was it inside the hat? Oh wow. Oh geez. See, this is why I need this. it helps me remember where I put my stuff. I should have filmed myself when I was cutting the fabric. I could have found my scissors so easily that way. Like, that is the whole point of me doing all of this, but then I was just too lazy to set all up, so I did not film it. Next time I will be sure to film me cutting even the fabrics. So yeah, I am just doing the shell stitch all over again. It did turn out pretty nicely though. Since I'm going to be adding a lace ribbon at the ends, I didn't make the brim itself too big. Also because I ran out of twine and I don't think I can do another round in it. So yeah, hopefully with the lace ribbon it will look complete. But do you guys think I should add a bow or a flower to the hat? Or maybe I can do both. I could technically do both. Because in the original reference photo it was a bow and I do like that. But like I said, I want to like incorporate aspects of the dress and tie it into the hat and the basket. So like I could do a flower as well, like a lace ribbon that ends in a bow in the front, but then it also has like a flower in the center. Oh, that would be cute. That would be really cute actually, I think. I just have to make sure that I don't make the rose look too I don't know, crafty, because I do want it to look more elegant than arts and crafts. Arts and crafts isn't really the vibe I'm going for this. But yep, that is me and my hat. Thank you guys for watching, and I will decorate it next time. Bye bye!